afternoon, my lovely subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. For those who haven't subscribed, please kindly, I pray that you continue subscribing. My name, for those people who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Modoni, and today I'm doing a vlog in the woods. I love the woods. I don't know how you find it. I love the environment because of the trees. I'm a tree lover, and I mean an environmentist, because I love nature. That's my hobby. Anyway, today is a Saturday. It's such a lovely day, and something has been disturbing my head so much, and I thought today I can share about it. Basically, it's about GBV. For those people who don't know what is GBV, GBV is gender-based violence. It cut across between the male gender and the female gender. So, what I'm trying to say, according to my belief or to my own research or to my own thinking, I would say we have three genders. Why am I saying this? Because we have the male, we have the female, and also nowadays we have the hermaphrodites. Yes, people don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it because it is real. Hermaphrodites exist, and it's like people trying to put it like they don't exist. They're not humans. They're not people in our environment, and we are living with them. And today I'm going to basically concentrate on the part of cultural influences on GBV. Yes, cultural influences on gender-based violence. What am I saying? How cultures have involved themselves in influencing in this elephant. I can call it an elephant because it has been there, and it's there, and it's living with us. Yes, it's there, it has been living with us, and we gotta talk about it. We ought to, as the people, we need to talk about it oftenly so that we know what we are going to do about it. And prevention, is there prevention? Are there bodies that deal with it? And if you're a victim, what are you going to do about it yourself? Because it's real. Let's call a spade and not a big spoon, because people are being influenced in this thing psychologically, sexually, emotionally. So it is living with us. On cultural basis, what I'm trying to say, for example, one of them is FGM. What is FGM? Female genital mutilation. Women in some cultures, like Samburu in Kenya to be precise, like Maasai in Kenya to be precise, they are circumcising small ladies in bid of trying to make them women. You know, like a 12-year-old is subjected to female genital mutilation in bid of becoming a woman. I fail to understand why. Why should a woman be circumcised? For what reasons? Are you not woman enough when you get to puberty? Are you not woman enough when you become too mature and become a responsible woman? What does it take for you to be circumcised? What I mean, I don't understand. Because you find that some cultures are subjected to such, women are subjected, and they don't talk about it. In any case, they are perceived as outcasts in the family when you go against it. And I'm here to say we have to stop this business of female genital mutilation, because it's not doing us good. Doesn't mean because when a woman gets circumcised is going to make her better. We need to look for other things like education. Education can do much better than circumcising a lady in the bid of making. So that's how culture is influencing this gender-based violence that is on a woman. On the other sector is about marriage. Young ladies are forced to marriages. It cut across in Africa, it cut across Asia, it cut across Europe, that young ladies as young as 15 years old are already being sold out. I don't know which is the correct word to put this. Their parents are taking dowry for them to be married by old guys. It's real, people, it's real. And you find that, especially in the Islam, I'm not trying to be to victimize people, but it's real. You find that, like in Asia, you find that a lady is married to a cousin. What is that? And the father is forcing that lady not to go to school but to get married because of properties, because of wealth. And we don't want to talk about it. People keep quiet about it. It's a culture, we do it. It's a taboo, we do it. So there's nothing big deal about it. And it's very painful. Very painful. To get married without your consent. Yes, it's very, very painful without your consent. You need to ask me if I want to get married or not. And I would advocate for any young girl out there who is subject to this. Say no to it. Stand on your 2 feet and say no to it, because it's not right. You deserve good education. You deserve a good life. You don't deserve to be forced to be married. I refuse that. You are not forced to be married, you know. You need to enlighten yourself in these things. And we need to talk about it, people. We need to talk about it, because it's our cousins, it's our sisters, it's our brothers who are being subjected to such issues. And we don't want to talk about it because, you know what, it's a family thing, it's a traditional thing. To be circumcised, to be married to an old guy, yes, that's how we do in our tribe. And people are just sitting down and saying it's okay for a woman to be married to an old guy. I mean, what does a 15-year-old knows about marriage anyway? What does a 10-year-old, what a 16-year-old knows about marriage? Do you find really right? Do you really find it very right for a woman who's as young as 16 years getting married to a 45 guys because you as a parent, you want wealth, you want legacy? And on the side of the guys are being subjected. Now let me talk about violence or gender-based violence on the cases of hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites exist. But how does culture influence this? That they don't exist? Some cultures believe when you are an hermaphrodite, you're a bad omen. Bad human, if I may say that. To an extent, some cultures kill such a baby. That kid never chose itself to be born with 2 organs. What is the difference? Is that that person is either having a female organ and a male organ, and one is dominating than the other. They are just like you. That's the difference, only that they have 2 organs, 2 reproductive organs. I don't see why you should subject such a person to killing, or such a person to be died, to have no rights or even to stay in the community. Just the other day, there's some media, I love it so much, NTV did a good job on talking about hermaphrodites who are being subjected to so many things in our country, and I think the law should include them. I would say it's supposed to be included in the law, that on those forms that we sign when you give birth to a child, it have a that son of both sexes. Like you can take my kid is hermaphrodite, or my kid is a male or female, because they're human beings. They have a right to live. I don't understand why you have to subject some person. They had too much stigma. They go through a lot because of these cultural beliefs that I don't understand who came up with them, because it's human beings who came up. Now God will say that because you're a female, or I mean you're a hermaphrodite, you should now be castrated from the community. You should be an outcast. You should be killed. There's no Bible which says that. I haven't found any chapter unless you know about it. So guys, let's take this on our own hands and talk about it more often. And when you're a victim, what do you do about it? Do you share with someone? Because you have another problem with the culture, that when you have an issue, you should not talk about it. You should just stick to yourself as a woman. I've been not given my rights I've been forced by my parents to get married, so I keep quiet about it. I don't talk about it because they are my parents who said so. And we find ourselves in problems, real huge problems, and it has become an elephant. And people, we need to talk about it to know how we're gonna go about it and how we can get solutions over it, because it's real. I'm gonna do a series of this. See you next time. Continue subscribing, liking, and commenting. Let's talk about this, people. Let's talk about it, because it's here, it is with us, and we have to find solutions and ways of preventing GBV, gender-based violence. For next time, I'm going to talk about sexual influences of GBV. So kindly continue coming back. We talk about this. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.